Good afternoon from Armstrong Arena in Plymouth, Mass. It's Marshfield Rams visiting the Eagles of Plymouth North. We're underway. We'll roll out the lineups as we go here. It's Hallisey carries it in for the Eagles early. Stops along the circle, draws the attention of a couple of Ram players. It's Hemingway that comes away with it to center ice. A couple of bumps there. He goes to drop it in. It's picked off there by Lawrence. James Lawrence, and now the puck's taken away from him by Cerritos. Going to follow it into the corner. Lays a little hit there on Norwood. Mastrangelo flips it behind the net. Up along the side now. Puck played in behind the net. There's James Lawrence battling with a couple of Rams. And puck comes out to center ice where it just eludes Mento. They're going to have a change for the Eagles. Wright with the puck, captain of the Rams. Gets it over to Merrick, who loses the puck off of a hit from Tomasello. Puck's loose. Referee loses sight of the puck. Saved by Healy. Puck squirted to his left. Referee quickly blew the whistle. First stop in play. We've played 58 seconds. We're scoreless from Armstrong Arena in Plymouth. It'll be Doherty on the draw. Puck fought for and taken away by Wright. Wright plays it up the boards, and he looks to connect with Kane, who's got it, and he's got some steps. He's got a man with him, and that's Guilfoyle. He takes the shot himself, bounces around, and just left there on the doorstop, and we've got a goal right away. Will Doherty sitting right in the slot. Doesn't get any easier than that. Sweet as you please. Right on his stick. Drops it home. Nice pass. All the way up to Kane, who got a step on the defense. Came in, took the shot. Goaltender had a difficult time handling it. It was Cormier. Popped up around him, laid down in the slot. And Will Doherty just jumped right in and took advantage of that one. Buries it home. Rams up 1-0 early. For Doherty, that is his 6th goal of the year. He's got 16 points on the year. He is the leading scorer on the team for points. So a great start for the freshman and for the Marshfield Rams. Puck comes out to center ice. Gets dropped down. Hemingway with a little tap up the boards for Doyle. Doyle gets it to center ice, and it's Carroll who's away. Tommy Carroll dumps it in with a backhand. Played into the pads of Cormier, who ties it up. So the Rams jump out to an early 1-0 lead on the road. Marshfield in their green road uniforms with white trim. Plymouth North at home in their whites with blue pants and blue trim. Right off the bat, Mastrangelo fires. Gets deflected up into the netting. We'll have another draw. This one will be to the right of the goaltender, Zach Cormier. And actually it deflected off of Marshfield. It went directly out, so the draw comes outside of the offensive zone. Draw is going to be taken by Nick Cerritos. And it's one, and McGettrick fires. Puck again drops behind Cormier. The net appears to have come off the mooring, or the referee lost sight of it again, causing another stop and play. So a heavy shot from McGettrick. Bounces up and over Cormier, who's early on is battling the puck. It's Cerritos on the draw. And puck comes across. Hemingway with it in the slot, takes a shot. Goes to the back of the net, and now it's skated away by Plymouth. That's Joe Lawrence. Has it turned and fired. Hemingway frustrated with himself there. He was trying to send one of the forwards away, misses him, and it goes down for our first icing call of the day. So the draw will come all the way down now to the left of the goaltender, Aiden Healy, for the Rams, the senior, who's got the lion's share of the duty this season. One of the tri-captains here. Puck's loose. Quick shot. Kicked aside by Healy with the right pad. Shot from Tomasello. Puck's loose. Now to the point. Dumped back in. That's McLaughlin. Now it's going to be played by Wright, who backhands it over to Merrick. Merrick plays it up the boards to Guilfoyle. Guilfoyle takes a hit from Tomasello. Puck's loose. Merrick now with a backhand tries to dump it out. Kane takes it away there from Kelly. Kelly battles back. And now the puck just ends back with Jared Wright. Kane unable to clear. Puck comes in behind the net. Merrick to Wright, lets it go through. Kane there, looks to clear. Battling along the boards there with Kelly. And Wright's going to take it behind the net and dumps it up to Kane. Kane now on the loose. And a referee's whistle for the offside. Almost looked like an accidental whistle there. In any event, Tommy Carroll will step into the dot. He's going to be opposed by Cole Raposa. He's a senior for Plymouth North. Carroll, a freshman, having a strong season for the Rams in his first campaign. Puck one back to Lawrence, one of the captains here for the Eagles. Played in by Bates. Bates took a little slip in there. Puck behind the net, played by Clark for the moment. Then Hemingway. He pins Bates up against the boards. Puck comes loose. And it's Clark who plays it to center ice. Carroll and Doyle run into each other there, and it gets dumped back into the Marshfield zone. 11:25 to go in the period. Marshfield off to a 1-0 lead. Doyle looks to play it. Takes a bump there from Hallisey. Lawrence plays it for the Eagles, going to carry it through center ice and just flips it in with the backhand onto Healy, who sees on-rushing Eagles and decides to tie it up. Face-off will come to his right. 11:09 left to go in this first period. Marshfield 1-0 on a goal from Will Doherty. The assist to Kane. So it'll be Merrick to play it for the Rams. Behind the net, up to Mastrangelo, who plays it to center ice, and now it's loose, and Cerritas has it outside of the dot, flips it in. Couldn't quite connect with McGettrick, who was in front. It's Mastrangelo who comes away with it. Flashes it back to the point. It takes a big hop over the stick of Merrick, who's going to go retrieve it. He's got a man on him. That's Hallisey. Decides to backhand it up the boards. Kept in at the point there by Veneta. Merrick tries to play it away, loses his stick in the process. Puck was loose for the moment, blocked by Veneta. Big slap shot, just played away by Healy. Got a stick loose on the ice that could get in the way. So the puck will be controlled by the Eagles. It's Lawrence. Lawrence carries in, has it poked off of his stick by Clark. Clark's going to skate away with it for the second, and then it's kept in by McLaughlin. Comes around the boards. Battle on there. It's Hemingway. Pressing, holding on to the puck. Kicks it free. Puck's loose. Quick shot by Driscoll. Goes kicked aside by Healy. Now comes back to the point. Joe Lawrence with a quick flip in. Tomasello tries to redirect it. Goes wide of the net. And now the Rams look to play out. It'll be Clark who will take it behind the net. 9:40 to go in the first period. Home run pass attempted with Kane. Gets blocked down by James Lawrence, who flips it back in behind the goaltender Healy. Puck now played to Guilfoyle and all the way back now to Hemingway. Tries to find Kane, who takes a bump there. Puck gets dumped in by Dan Kane. Now it's going to be played by one of the captains here, and that's Joe Lawrence. Carroll. Lawrence going to skate it in himself. Big defenseman. Merrick plays it up the boards. Doyle's there. Colin Doyle. Sends it back into the stick of Lawrence. And now the puck just gets dumped in by Raposa. We'll have a line change for the Eagles. Merrick plays it up the boards. Now has it taken away. It's Deering. Deering steps in front of the net and puts a shot on. Steered aside by Healy. And we're going to get an interference call, our first penalty of the game. Doors going to be open right in front of us for. It's going to go to the captain, Jared Wright. He's going to get 2 minutes for interference. Penalty comes with 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this first period. Marshfield leading 1-0 on a goal from Doherty off of a feed, for a rebound actually, from Kane. So Marshfield's been dangerous in shorthanded situations. They look to clear right away, and they do so. That was Mastrangelo who cleared it out. Puck picked up by Hallisey. Reverses back to Lawrence and then to Hallisey, who tries to make a cute little pass over to Norwood, and it gets picked off and dumped back in. Mastrangelo forechecking nicely, takes a hit behind the net, tying up the Eagles in their own zone. Now Saritas takes a whack at it, knocks it behind the net. Norwood looks to regroup for the Eagles. Saritas plays it back to Hemingway, who's harassed there by Mento. Hemingway lays a big hit on Mento. You can see Jake Hemingway getting more confident with every game. He's a sophomore. Puck loose now. It's Norwood on the fly. Backhands it across the crease to nobody. Comes out to Lawrence. Lawrence with a quick wrist shot. It's loose, and it was behind Healy for the moment. He's able to regroup. Plymouth North trying to get set on this power play. It's Mento. Gets it to Norwood. Now Mento plays it at the top of the circle. Nice pass over to Lawrence with a wrist shot. Healy just catches a little piece of it and steers it aside. Norwood now holds for the Eagles. 43 seconds to go on the power play. Through a screen, puck's loose in the slot. And it's going to be Norwood that plays it back and out of the zone to Hallisey. Gets it up to Driscoll. A little bit better power play for the Eagles as we move on here. So it'll be McLaughlin to skate it up. He looks to connect there with Bates. Bates tries to get it over to Lawrence. Lawrence holds, backhands it, and it's deflected behind the net by Guilfoyle for the Rams. Comes out to the point where it's played by Lawrence. Puck comes all the way down, and now Joe Lawrence will play it. So two Lawrences out there. High stick that was played by the Eagles. It will end up on this power play with 3 seconds left. The draw will be deep in Plymouth North territory to the left of the goaltender Zach Cormier. So not a lot happening there on that power play for the Eagles. They did get a few shots, but nothing of real danger. So these final 3 seconds, the draw will be taken by Saritas. He's in the dot against McLaughlin. Puck is won and now being skated out by Tomasello. Right out of the box, right kicks it forward. Sits at center ice, taken in by Mastrangelo. He's going to carry it himself. He's got men with him. Goes all the way to the net and tries to tuck it in. Cormier holds the post tight. Puck goes up and out. We'll have a draw. And this will be to the right of the goaltender, Cormier. First line's going to stay out there, regrouping after killing off that penalty. 6:25 to go in this first period. Puck comes back to Merrick. Merrick holds in behind the net. Quick centering pass there from McGettrick. Couldn't connect. Mastrangelo with a quick shot. Never stranger to a shot. He fires, and it's held on by Zach Cormier, who grabs it with the glove hand. 6:14 to go in the first period. We'll change them up wholesale, both teams. It'll be the first line for the Eagles, which is Mento, Hallisey, and Norwood. And they'll be out there. Well, the first line for the Rams is going to stay out there. It's Saritas on the draw. Puck is won back. Mastrangelo battles for it. I think it's up in somebody's equipment. Still has yet to come down. And it ends up with Jake Mastrangelo. I think he tucked it in his pocket. So Saritas now on the draw. He wins it back. Mastrangelo flips it and leaves it back there, and he comes and plays it back to center ice. And now we've got Mento on the move. He comes in offside as Hallisey couldn't clear the zone. 6:01 to go in this first period. 1-0 Marshfield. First line's going to stay out there for both teams. It's going to be Norwood against Saritas. Get to know each other with each draw. Puck is just sitting between the referee's skates and now comes back to right. That was Clark, mind you. He sends it up to mid-ice. Played there by Lawrence, who sends it up to center ice. Mastrangelo takes a whack at it, and now McGettrick's got a step. He gets it over to Hemingway. Hemingway tries to get it back into the slot to McGettrick, who was covered nicely there by Kelly. Rams battle back. McGettrick in front, sticks around two defenders, and now it's kicked away. We've got a call, and it's going to be a hook, and it's going to go against Aiden Kelly from the Eagles. He'll spend 2 minutes in the box for the hook. So some good hustle there for the Rams in the corner. Ends up with a power play situation as the Eagles' Kelly will sit in the box for 2. 5:30 to go in this first period. Power play. Second line is out for the Rams. It's Doherty. Puck comes back to Hemingway. Little wrist shot. Deflected up with the big stick of Zach Cormier. Up and out of play. Draw's going to come to his left. So it'll be Kane, Guilfoyle, and Doherty with Merrick and Hemingway on defense. That's the power play. Puck is won back to Hemingway. He holds. Gets it up along the boards to Kane. Kane takes a look back to Hemingway. Hemingway plays it along the boards. It's going to go in behind the net. And Doherty has it taken off of his stick. Battle along the boards. Comes back to Merrick at the point. Does a nice job to keep it in. Gets it over to Kane. Kane gets harassed there and eventually muscled down by Deering. And now Kane gets it loose to Hemingway with a sneaky little pass. And unfortunately, Will Doherty was pushed over the blue line, and he will be offside. .125 to go on this power play. Rams holding to a 1-0 lead. It's Mastrangelo that goes back to the point for this power play. He's back there with Clark. Brady Clark gets it to middle ice, and the pass is picked off there by Hallisey, who was in alone for the second, but Clark came back and took it away. Atones for the pass quickly. Breaks that one up and gets it off to Mastrangelo, who's on the move. Got some open ice. He's going to center, pull it behind the net. He's got Saritas in front. Got Carroll in front through a screen. It gets blocked. We got a little trip there. Saritas. Deering got his stick caught up in the skates of Saritas. Saritas slipped right over it. As a result, he went down, and Deering will go into the box. So for 51 seconds, it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Rams. 2 men in the box for Plymouth North in the persons of Kelly and Deering. Saritas on the draw. It's a 5-on-3. The draw becomes very important. McGettrick pulls it back to the point. Going to be held there by Clark, who gets it to Mastrangelo. Rams showing patience. Clark with a wrist shot up high, up and over the net, and the rebound sitting right there and just buried. The goal's going to go to Jake Mastrangelo. So Clark with a big shot over the net. The rebound comes out to Mastrangelo, who all he had to do was just bury it home. Big goal there with a 2-0 lead. And what's just as important is you maintain that power play. 5-on-4 now instead of 5-on-3. It'll be Kane behind the net for the Rams. Gets it out in front. Guilfoyle just steers it just to the left of Cormier. Puck's loose. That's Raposa trying to get loose. Has it poked away by Merrick. Merrick gets it back into the zone. Hemingway plays it there. Puck comes up. Guilfoyle gets it over to Doherty. Doherty in behind the net there. He'll battle with James Lawrence. Guilfoyle along with Doherty. Now back to Merrick. Merrick starts to skate it in. It's broken up for the moment. Big hit laid out there by James Lawrence. Got a good piece of Will Doherty. Hemingway going to play that one. Rams on a power play. Gets it off to cuts it off to Tommy Carroll, who took a big hit and went down in the process. Yeah, James Lawrence celebrating that one. So Carroll will shake that one off. He's going to come off for the moment. It's Cerritos on the draw, gets it back to Mastrangelo. 42 seconds to go on the power play, 3 minutes to go in the period for the Rams, who have a 2-0 lead. Goals by Mastrangelo and Doherty. McGettrick now skates in, holds, leaves it there for Cerritos, and here comes Clark. Clark bats it back down to Cerritos, who takes a heavy hit there by McLeod. McLeod cross-checking, hooking, slashing. Puck comes out into the corner. McGettrick gets it up top to Clark. Clark holds. Nice big wrist shot off the boards. McGettrick goes and retrieves. 5 seconds on the power play. Cerritos tries to center, has it blocked by Lawrence. Puck's loose in the slot for the second. Held in at the point by Clark, who tosses in another wrist shot. Gets blocked in front by his own man. We just had a puck go into the net, but the whistle had clearly blown. And the Rams have picked up a penalty. So the same guy who put it in with a wrist shot, Brady Clark's going to go into the box. Officials got to be careful not to lose sight of this one. So it'll be 2 minutes for Clark. 2:11 to go in the period. Opportunity for the Eagles to get themselves back into this one. Rams have been good on this penalty kill. Puck comes back. It's played by Veneta. Takes a big wrist shot. It's going to come all the way out. Lawrence takes a hit there. Now it comes in behind the goaltender. Tommy Carroll was right in on him, showing no worse for wear. Carroll takes it away. Puck's carried in by Bates. Bates tries to carry it through and get it to Driscoll. It ends up all the way back with James Lawrence, who's going to skate it back and try and get this power play spread out and set. It's Raposa. Carries it in. He's a senior. Cole Raposa takes a hit behind the net there in an awkward position by Merrick. And now the puck's loose. Mastrangelo looks to get free. And the puck's just dumped right back in on the power play by McLaughlin. 1:10 to go on the power play for Plymouth. 1:15 to go in the period. Mastrangelo doing his best to kill this one off himself. Puck comes loose. Merrick's right there. He's going to dump it right back in. He takes a hit there from Hallisey. Puck in behind the net there. It's Lawrence. Joe Lawrence kicks it up to Driscoll. Driscoll's at center ice, and he gets it over to to Norwood. Norwood carries in behind the net, loses his footing. Goes down, gets back up. 3 Eagles behind the net, battling there with Hemingway. It's Mento carries. Gets it back to the point to Hallisey with a wrist shot. Puck's loose. Mento carries to Norwood. Norwood tried to send it all the way across. It's blocked by Mastrangelo, who got a stick on it. 17 seconds to go on the power play. And it's just going to be dumped down by Hemingway. Gets it all the way down. Now Joe Lawrence going to send it up to center ice. He connects there with Mento, who holds for some moment and then is knocked away by Doherty and sent down the length of the ice by Jared Wright, who took a hit right as he dumped it down. 10 seconds to go in the period. So the Rams kill off another penalty. They've been very effective on the penalty kill. 2-0 Marshfield. It'll be Carroll in the dot. Puck's loose and comes away. It's Doyle that's going to play it. 5 seconds to go. Takes a hit from Norwood. 2 hits from Norwood. Battles back, and that's going to do it for the period. So Marshfield with a 2-0 lead after 1 period. Goals by Mastrangelo and Doherty. That's how we're going to leave it after 1. We'll be back with you for second period action. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Television. We are back for second period action between Plymouth North and the road team, the Rams of Marshfield. 2-0 Marshfield. Have a correction to the second Marshfield goal. It was Cam McGettrick with the rebound that he was able to just place behind the goaltender Cormier. So I'll take that one away from Jake Mastrangelo and give it to Cam McGettrick. I trusted the team as they came off in order. I thought they were coming off in order of the goal, but they weren't. So we've corrected the narrative. The first goal for Marshfield was scored by Will Doherty. So it'll be Cerritos out on the draw now versus Hallacy. Puck's won. Mento comes away with it for Plymouth. Finds a shot. It flips over Healy. Played in the corner by Hallacy. Behind the net to Norwood. Norwood holds and sends it back to the point where James Lawrence is going to chase it. Stops, turns, plays it up the boards, and now he tries to get away. Hemingway recovers nicely for the moment. McGettrick with a head of steam meets Joe Lawrence there, and puck now in the corner to Mastrangelo. Looks to center. Going to be played by Mento. Mento plays it up to Hallacy, who crosses the blue line and steps right through the defense, goes behind the net, trying to center right there to Norwood. Played off the puck by Clark. Clark pokes it away, and it comes loose, and now Cam McGettrick's got to jump. He's got a man with him. It's Norwood. He's going to shoot and put it right between the pads of Cormier. Sat there for a second and then cleared away by his defense, and Plymouth's on the move with Driscoll. Driscoll has it taken away by Wright. Wright tries to clear, has it kept in there by Lawrence, steps into the slot, fires it, and just steered aside by Healy. So better from Plymouth North early. It's Wright now behind the net. He gets stripped, and we're going to have a penalty, and it's Pat Driscoll. It's going to go. Marshfield coming down. It's Doherty. Leaves it there for Kane. On every shot, the goaltender seems to be looking for the puck. Not sure. The puck came off, net came off the mooring there as well. In any event, it'll be Marshfield going to the power play. Penalty for the Eagles is going to be 2 minutes for Pat Driscoll on a trip. 13-17 to go in the second period. Marshfield looking to add to a 2-0 lead. Goals from Doherty and McGettrick. Two freshmen with the goals. Puck's loose, battled for along the dasher, and it gets cleared out. Deering able to dump it all the way down where Mastrangelo's going to regroup. He jumps back to the point on power plays. Puck's picked off by Norwood. Norwood tries to flip it over to Hallacy. So Plymouth North trying to do a little damage on the penalty kill. McGettrick leaves it for Cerritos, who plays it back wisely to McGettrick. Plays it over to Clark. Clark now over to Mastrangelo, who carries it in and has it taken away for the moment. And then dumped, but not all the way out. Norwood didn't get the total clear. It was picked up by Clark, who just rifles it in. And around the boards it goes. McGettrick and Cerritos along the boards. Now it's Cerritos. Has a wide open Mastrangelo, who tried to feed it out to Carroll. Comes back to the point to Clark. Clark with a wrister. Steered aside by Cormier. Puck's loose in the slot. Mastrangelo just fires right over the net. Hits the glass. Clark gets it over to McGettrick, who just tightly keeps it in at the blue line. Fires over to Mastrangelo, who go collect it. And reverses the puck to Cerritos behind the net. Gets pinned there by Deering for the moment. It's Mastrangelo, carries, now down low and back to Mastrangelo. A seeing eye. Beautiful work there between Cerritos and Mastrangelo. That's goal number 3 for the Rams. Jake Mastrangelo, I took a goal away from him, now I give him one back. So nice give and go there from Cerritos and Mastrangelo, the junior to the senior. Mastrangelo buries it to the right of Zach Cormier. It's 3-0 now to the Rams on the road down here at Armstrong Arena in Plymouth. 11:59 to go in this second period. So it's Lawrence that plays it in. Puck's loose. Carroll flips it over the net. Cormier is going to be seeing pucks in his sleep. Puck comes down the corner. It's Doyle up top. Now to right, low, in front. Puck's loose. McGlame battling forward. Ryland McGlame sends it behind. A little bump there on Doyle. Doyle holds. Plays it up to Reisman. Reisman keeps it in. Puck kept in and battled for by Brooks. Comes back to the point where it's hacked right back in there by Carroll. And it's Brooks that puts a little wrister in on Cormier, who sticks it into his glove, ties it up. We'll have a draw to his right, and it's 11-17 to go in this second period. Plymouth North going to go with their first line. It'll be the second line out there for the Rams. There's Kane. Going to fire a wrist shot that Cormier drops down and doesn't really see. Puck's loose. Cormier's seen a lot of pucks. And now Norwood on the fly with Hallisey. Hallisey has it taken away by Hemingway. It rolls into Healy, who ties it up. It'll be a draw off to his left. Rams in the road green. Plymouth North in the home whites. Road team with a 3-goal lead. It's Cerritos in the dot versus Norwood. Puck's one back for the moment. Mento had it. Now Hemingway in the corner battles. Mastrangelo looking to clear. Gets out to center ice. Norwood handles and puts it right onto the stick of Mastrangelo, but McGettrick's down. And he's offside. He was knocked down in the zone. Puck got carried in on a deliberate offside. It'll go all the way back down to the left of Aiden Healy. So the linesman steps in, wants to redo the drop. Officials are going to have to be careful. The Rams put a beating on this team last Saturday night. Another one is on right now. They're going to have to maintain control. Frustrations will start to boil over. It's Cerritos on the fly, looking to add to a 3-0 lead. Centers it for McGettrick. It goes wide. Comes up to the point. Picked up by Mastrangelo, who can't keep it in. He was harassed there by Norwood. Clark gets it to Cerritos, who reaches behind him nicely, puts a pass behind Mastrangelo, and now Clark's going to carry it in. Brady Clark all the way down now. Taps it in along the dasher. Plymouth tries to clear. McGettrick takes a big, heavy hit from Norwood, who certainly got his hands up there, and it is going to be a penalty for the hit to the head. Plymouth's going to have a field day throwing their bodies around. And the referee saw that one. There can be no argument there. The hit was up high to the head. It'll be Kevin Norwood, the junior, is going to go into the box for the high hit to the head. It's a 2-minute penalty. 10 minutes to go, 10:02 to go in the period. So the Rams looking to extend a 3-0 lead. With this power play, it'll be Doherty out there with Guilfoyle and Kane. Hemingway at the point. Fires up into the netting. He's out there with Merrick. That's the defensive partners on this power play. Penalty killers for Plymouth North. It's Driscoll, James Lawrence, Deering, and Raposa. Draw, can't clear, gets out to Hemingway. Now it's Merrick, shoots it low, puck pops up again, and we got a goal for Kane. Dan Kane gets the rebound that just drops right to him in the slot. He's able to bury it home. So the Eagles pay the price for the cheap penalty on Norwood. Pay a heavy price for the elbow. And now they trail by 4. 4-0, 9:44 to go in the second period. It'll be the first line out there for both teams. And it's Wright who dumps it in. Mastrangelo took a hit at center ice off of that draw. McGettrick carries. And now the Eagles are just going to take runs. McGettrick just took a hit from Norwood, who didn't learn his lesson. Referees are going to have to get a handle on this one. It's Merrick. Steps in, puts a hit on Lawrence. And now, very smartly, Merrick plays it off the boards to himself, stops, avoids the contact. Puck comes out and dumped in by Cerritos. So Kane, the goal scorer, the 4th goal of the game on a rebound right out in front on the power play. So we got goals from Mastrangelo, Kane, Doherty. Puck's loose there, and McGettrick. 4-0 Marshfield. Stick aside there from Cormier. Puck's loose in the slot. Cleared away for the moment by Driscoll. We got a whistle. The net has come off the mooring. Ref comes in, blows the whistle, stops the play. Faceoff's going to be to the left of Zach Cormier, who's making stops but having trouble controlling the rebounds. He's seen a lot of rubber in this one, and there's still 8:37 to go in the second period. It'll be Ryland McGlame in the dot. He wins the draw. It comes back to Clark. Clark flips it in. It's deflected for the moment. Battled for. Tomasello battles. Puck goes into the corner. Hemingway looks to play it. Tomasello goes into the boards with him. Hemingway plays it around. Doyle battles along there, throws his body into it. And now that's McGlame with a head of steam. He has his pass picked off quickly. And a nice shot by Veneta that Haley just puts aside very calmly. Big hit there put on by Norwood. Correct that. That was Tomasello. Puck's loose behind the net. Now comes out top of the dot. Quick shot there by Veneta. Sticked aside by Healy. Comes back to Kelly. Kelly puts it wide. Hemingway plays it up. And now it's going to get past the defender there. And it is Croft for the Rams. For checking in. Played in now by Guilfoyle. And it comes all the way back where Jared Wright's going to hold. The captain flips it up along the glass, sits at center ice. Carroll battles. Puck gets dumped in by Raposa to the left of Healy. Quick centering pass, but that's Doherty that skates away with it. Doherty to mid-ice, now over the blue line. Dumps it in himself. Kane takes it behind the net, centers it. Couldn't be picked up there by Guilfoyle. It comes back to Wright. Kicked forward. Norwood looking to fly with it. He dumps it in behind the net. Going to be picked up there by Wright. Check finish there by Hallisey. Mento sends it across. Couldn't connect with Hallisey, who takes a hit. Puck steered aside. The referee's got his arm up. It's going to be a penalty. Going to go against Merrick. So Connor Merrick, sophomore, is going to head to the box. 2 minutes for interference is the call. So Plymouth North will go to the power play. And it'll be Norwood out there on the draw. He's out there against Cerritos. As mentioned previously, Marshfield is very dangerous in shorthanded situations. Plymouth has found that out. Puck comes back to Hallisey. Eagles look to get one on the board here and change their fortunes. You've got a couple Eagles run into one another, and now Cerritos is in all alone. He's got a man trailing him. Cerritos pulls it, gets a rebound, puts it off the post. Nice bid there. The net came off the mooring. The draw will be to the left of Cormier, who made 2 stops on Cerritos, who had a breakaway on the shorthanded situation. Walked in. First shot came right back to him, and he hit the post with the second one. 1:42 to go in this power play for Plymouth North. Guilfoyle in the dot with Norwood. Puck won by Plymouth North. It's Lawrence. Takes it behind his net. He's got Guilfoyle pursuing him there. And now it's loose to Norwood. Kevin Norwood wants to fly. Puck's loose to Lawrence. Takes a shot low. Healy pads it down, holds on, ties it up. Conversation going on in front right there between Hemingway and Lawrence. Joe Lawrence, the captain. Hemingway's coming off. And Lawrence is going to step back to the point on this power play. It'll be Hallisey on the draw. He's got Driscoll on his left and Mento on his right. Comes back to Lawrence, who looks, steps in, wrist shot through a screen. Healy tracks it. It goes behind him. A lot of bodies in front of him. Mento sends it down into the corner. It's held by Driscoll, and it goes back to Norwood, who slides it right back over to Lawrence, who takes a shot. Healy snatches it with the left hand. He'll hold on. Change in the penalty killing forces. Hemingway comes back out. It'll be Kane and Doherty. And Wright's going to stay out there. Those are your penalty killers for the Rams. Puck comes back to the point. Lawrence with a wrist shot gets blocked in front, and now the puck's loose. Quick shot by Mento. Healy stands tall, steers it aside. And Wright tries to play it out. Puck finally comes to Hemingway, who just zings it, and it hits Driscoll on its way out, and the Eagles are coming right back in. That's Hallisey. Stops, holds, gets hit for the moment by Kane. Comes across to Lawrence. Lawrence puts it right in front. Driscoll can't get it out in front. Mento tries to center behind the net. And finally, Carroll swings and takes it out. Puck's retrieved back down there by Norwood. 27 seconds to go on the power play. Lawrence carries. Has it taken off of his stick for this second. And now it's Hallisey. Puck gets dumped back out to center ice. Marshfield doing a good job on this penalty kill. Saritas carries it himself. Draws a couple defenders and takes a heavy hit by Lawrence. Mastrangelo is going to get his money's worth. He gets in a quick hit and a cross check. Hemingway fires up. It hits the netting. As mentioned, getting chippy. 4-0 will do that after taking a beating over the weekend. Plymouth North is yet to get themselves on the scoreboard against the Rams this year. Aiden Healy's had a lot to do with that in this game. It'll be Saritas on the draw. He's out there against McLaughlin. Puck comes out. Mastrangelo circles it back in. Saritas behind the net. Takes a hit there from Deering. Bodies his way to the front. The puck's loose in front. No goal. Mastrangelo had one. It would appear the net did not come off, but that seemed to be the call. So Cormier seeing a lot of Marshfield offense come at him here. We're even strength. First line out there for the Rams. Mastrangelo skates around. There's a battle on behind the net. Quick shot there by Reisman. Goes wide. Puck comes back and heavy hitting along the boards. McLeod out there for Plymouth. Saritas. And now the puck played out to the blue line. McGettrick takes a bit of a hit there, holds his ground. Tomasello puts a hit on Reisman. Reisman holds his ground. So Mastrangelo just flips it back in with the backhand. 3:38 to go in the second period. McGettrick goes behind the net. McLeod's back there. He sends it up. It's going to be held in there by Brooks. Brooks sends it in. McLeod goes to play it. Takes a hit by Doyle. Check that. That was Croft. Reisman now. As the puck go in behind him, it was sent in by McLaughlin for Plymouth. Now Brooks takes a look up. Gets it over to Reisman, who plays it up to center ice. No icing on that one. Carroll tries to put a move on. Puck's down in the corner now where Mento's going to try to come away with it. Puck deflects down. It's going to slide all the way into Healy, who just steers it to Merrick. Merrick plays it up. Center ice. Mento dumps it back in for the Eagles. Plymouth's got to clear the zone. Rams coming out with it. It's Merrick. Merrick carries. Takes a hit there from Hallisey. McGlame going in on Hallisey. And it's Norwood who skates away with it. He's got Mento with him. Wright's going to go in behind his net with Norwood. Puts a little bit of a hit on him, but gets himself to take the puck away. Well played. Guilfoyle steps out onto the ice, gets it into the corner. It eludes Merrick. Puck comes down along the dasher. A little bit of a battle on there. Merrick sends Mento down to the ice. Ends up going down with him. And Connor Merrick gets his money's worth. Kane was loose for the moment. Puck's picked up by Lawrence behind the net. Kane gets a hit on him. Puck's loose in the slot. Doherty got a whack at it. Kane got a whack at it. And now here come the Eagles. It's O'Connell who plays it over to Lawrence. Lawrence has the puck taken away from him. And it's Kane who tries to play it out and has it blocked there by Raposa. Now the puck's to Guilfoyle. He leaves it nicely for Carroll. Doherty, mind you. Kane behind the net. Sends it across. Fast and furious here. Bates dumps it down. It's going to be an icing call. It's going to go against Plymouth North. There's a minute 13 to go in the period. Rams with a 4-0 lead. Goal scorers again. Yeah, Doherty, Mastrangelo, McGettrick, and Dan Kane. Puck's loose. Saritas battles along the boards. Puck comes out to McLaughlin. Ends up with Wright. Clark dumps it in. A lot of play along the boards at center ice. And here comes Mastrangelo. He's got McGettrick with him. And he just fires it in. Jake Mastrangelo not taking any chances. Steps right in. He had McGettrick with him. And just drew the puck right past the goaltender Cormier. That's goal number 5. 2 goals for Mastrangelo on the day. 5-0 Rams. 52 seconds to go in the period. The man on the camera, Sean Leary, thinks it was worth his ride down here. Nods with approval. Jack Price out there for the Rams. He takes a hit, and there's going to be a penalty against Plymouth North, who's going to start calling these things before it gets too chippy. It'll be James Lawrence going out for the elbow. So it'll be a 2-minute penalty, 38 seconds to go in the second period. Marshfield's power play will carry into the third unless they're able to score in these 38 seconds. It's Saritas in the dot against Norwood. We've got to know each other pretty well. Puck kept in at the point. Clark holds. Brady Clark gets it over to Mastrangelo, who wants more. Puck's out to McGettrick and top of the circle. Works it behind the net to McGlane. Puck up top to Clark. Wrist shot. Hit by the knocked off by the defensive Hallisey. McGettrick comes away with it to the circle. Brings it back to the point. Mastrangelo dishes around one defender. Gets it over to Clark. Puck's loose in the slot. Rams pull away with it. That's how the period's going to end. So a busy little power play at the end. Marshfield comes away with a 5-0 lead after 2 periods. We'll be back for third period action from Armstrong Arena. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Television. Well, we're back for the third period. Marshfield versus Plymouth North. 5-0 Rams after 2. Rams find themselves with 1:23 to go on a power play. Penalty to Lawrence inside of 2 minutes of the second. So now we're back out for the power play. Mastrangelo jumps back to the point, gets it to Clark. Now back to Mastrangelo, who's going to carry it across center ice, takes a look in, dumps it across to Carroll. Carroll back to the point. McGettrick holds in with a backhand, and now it's dumped the length of the ice by Deering. Healy leaves it there for Clark. Under a minute to go in the power play. Carroll takes a look up. He's got Lawrence in pursuit of him. Lawrence ties it up behind the net for the moment. Saritas comes away with it with some good hustle. Gets it to McGettrick, and now it's back to the point to Clark. Clark leaves it to Mastrangelo, who gets it to McGettrick. Pass jumps up. He gets it down, ends up behind the net, and Lawrence is going to carry it and flip it with a backhand, and it's going to go all the way down to the right of Healy. 29 seconds to go on the power play. Held behind the net there. Mastrangelo leaves it for Clark. Clark on the fly. Tries to connect with Kane. Goes for an icing call. 17 seconds to go on the power play. It's going to come all the way back now for a draw that will be down to the left of Aiden Healy, the senior, one of the captains of the Rams. Not severely tested today, but holding on to a shutout nonetheless. Rams gunning for back-to-back shutouts against Plymouth North, taking the series in the Patriot League. So it'll be Kane on the fly now. 8 seconds on the power play, goes in behind the goaltender Cormier, comes back to Clark. Check that, Merrick. Merrick played it over to Doherty, who dumped it in. It's Veneta for Plymouth North. Plays it up. Just sent back in there by Merrick. And Plymouth looks to break out, but it ends up back to Merrick. Merrick's going to play it up the boards. Oh, he gets waved off. Thought we were going to get an icing call there. Quick little backhand. Puck's loose in the slot. Guilfoyle and Doherty working on that one. We had a shot that struck Tomasello. Got a good piece of him, and he's making his way off the ice. Gonna have to shake that one off. So he blocked the shot. Had a good opportunity in front between Guilfoyle and Doherty. It's going to be the third line that comes out for the Rams. That's Carroll centering McGlame and Doyle. Tommy Carroll, the freshman. He gets waved out of the dot. Ryland McGlame's going to come in. And the puck is won. Going to be played up by Brooks. And McGlame comes away with it. Ryland McGlame, and then he has it taken off of his stick. Dumped in. Healy holds on. We'll have a draw to his left. So for Plymouth North, puck comes back to the point to Lawrence. Lawrence dumps it into the corner. Brooks puts a hit on there. Battle on. He comes away with it. Can't connect there with Reisman. Lawrence tees it up. Healy steers it aside. Big hit attempt, but Reisman held his ground. Maybe even got the better of the person who tried to hit him, and that was McLaughlin. It's McGlames. Comes behind the net. Centers. Just misses connecting with Carroll. Puck comes all the way down to Brooks. Bobby Brooks now dumps it. Saritas taps it. He's in a battle behind the net with Lawrence. It's Jones for the Eagles. Bates gets it over to McLeod. And it's Lawrence to handle. Being harassed there and by Mastrangelo. First line out there for the Rams. Puck dumped in by Clark. Played behind the net by James Lawrence. Comes up to Jones. McGettrick taps it over. Clark has his pass intercepted and now dumped back in. It's going to be an icing against Plymouth North. 5-0 Rams. 11:19 to go. It was 2-0 after the first period and 5-0 after 2. Be the second line that's out there for the Rams. That's Doherty with Guilfoyle and Kane. Kane in the dot. Comes away behind the net. Battles back there. Puck's loose and it's on the stick of Mento. Wright takes a whack at it and ends up down going behind the net. Merrick Gets up to Guilfoyle, who gets it to Kane, and Kane looking to pass it to himself and show his speed. He's got McLeod with him, and he comes away with it. Good work by Dan Kane. Stepping around in the zone, makes a nice pass to Doherty. Puck loose, Guilfoyle takes a whack at it. It's blocked behind the net now. Wright just dumps it back in. Going to be played there by McLeod. McLeod leaves it up for Hallisey, and it's played back in by Merrick. Jack Price takes a whack at it, and it's Mento for the Eagles. Comes up to the red line, dumps it in. Hallisey battling for the Eagles back there. He's got Mento with him. Mento skipping along the boards. Merrick outplays him on that one. And it's Wright that sends it up the boards. Jack Price in a battle along the boards there, the senior. Plays it with one hand. 4 or 5 guys all together. Referee's going to break that up. Kelly gets a pass right on the stick of Deering, who's stepped in. Got a high shot in on Healy. Makes it look easy. Ties it up. Just under 10 minutes to go. 9:58 to go in the game. Marshfield 5. Plymouth North Eagles 0. So it's Croft. Jack Croft on the draw. Puck comes to Clark behind the net. Avoids a hit. And the Rams are away. That's Lawler. Puck comes to Croft. Now it's all the way back to Hemingway. Plays it over to his partner. Into center ice. Dumped back in by the Eagles. It's going to be played by Brady Clark. Alternate captain. Looks to find a man, and he's got him. It's Saritas. Saritas sends it over to Price. Price holds in the circle. Centers. Puck comes right in on the stick of Cormier. Goes up and over into the netting. We'll have a draw now to the left of the goaltender, Zach Cormier. Good work for the line of Price, Croft, and Lawler. They step off, replaced by the first line. It's Saritas, McGettrick, and Mastrangelo. Mastrangelo found a streaking Hemingway who put a shot on, and Cormier able to get a good look at that one, steer it aside. Another shot comes in from Mastrangelo. Puck's loose. Lawrence goes to retrieve it. Flips it along the boards, and he's looking to connect with a man. It's behind the net there. McLaughlin. And there's Hemingway with it for the Rams. Gets it up to Mastrangelo. Tries to connect with McGettrick. We're going to get an icing call there. And the Rams will change it up. So on the defensive end, it'll be Brooks. He's coming out there with Reisman. Jake Reisman, a sophomore. Bobby Brooks, he's a junior. Saritas is going to take the draw. Takes a hit along the boards. Brooks, and it comes away at Saritas, and he tries to send McGettrick away. McGettrick now in pursuit of Lawrence. Lawrence backing up, and then flips it to center ice. And all of a sudden, we've got a guy loose and a backhander, and still nothing. Mastrangelo gets a body on Jones behind the net. Puck's loose in front. Backhanded attempt. Bates unable to connect there. The battle on behind. Jones battling for the Eagles. Knocks it forward to Lawrence. And it's Mastrangelo who carries. Stops. Takes a hack from Lawrence. Reisman clears it. Avoids a big hit. Able to step forward. It's McGettrick. McGettrick carries by himself. Takes a hit from Lawrence. Lawrence skates away with it. Guilfoyle's going to go play it behind the net. Puck comes up now. The center ice. That's Bates. Gets the pass over to Jones. Jones takes a look. Puts it in. Healy ties it up. He drops it for a moment, but then ties it up. We're going to have a draw now. And it's going to come out to the left of Aiden Healy. 7:37 to go in this third period of a 5-0 game. It's going to be Norwood on the draw against Doherty. Will Doherty, talented freshman. Puck comes back into Healy. Has to tie it up quickly as Evan Hallisey was there to try and poke it through. It'll be Norwood in the dot against Doherty. Kane pushes it forward and steps around the defense. He's almost free. He's got Mento with him. Mento comes away with it. Takes a heavy hit there from Kane. Dan Kane having a nice game for the Rams. And now Hallisey tries to bring it in, and it's blocked there by Merrick. Guilfoyle able to play it back into the corner. Doherty avoids a big hit. Puck comes up, looking to connect with Kane. It's going to be an icing call. Going to come all the way back down into the Ram end. 7 minutes on the dot to go. 5-0 Marshfield on the road in the Patriot League on a Friday afternoon. It's going to be Tommy Carroll, freshman in the dot. He's out there against Driscoll, a senior. Referee unhappy with the way that drop went. Steps in. We're going to do it again. 2 seconds came off the clock. And Driscoll's been thrown out of the face-off, and it was Raposa who took it. Won it back to Lawrence. Lawrence with a wrist shot. Healy able to make 1 stop, 2 stops. And now we've got tied it up. A little pushing going on in front. Officials looking to move it along. 6:51 to go in the game. Carroll remains out there with Doyle and McGlame. It's Clark and Hemingway on defense. And this one is going to be won by Rylan. McGlame picks it up. And Carroll just dumps it into the skates of McLeod. Doyle dumps it in behind the net. Rylan McGlame using his speed to get around Lawrence. Up along the dasher there. Battles with Lawrence. Puck comes free. It's Driscoll. Dumps it in. Takes a hit for his... Then he's going to draw a penalty. And that penalty is going to go against Brady Clark, who got his money's worth on that one. Official giving him a little lecture on his way to the box. I'm sure he'd prefer for him to just open the door and let him in. So it's going to be an interference call to Brady Clark with 6:23 to go in the third period of a 5-0 game. So Plymouth North will go to the power play, having yet to score in these 2 games against the Rams. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout by Plymouth North. Going to set something up on the power play, work on something for future games. Still a few games to go in the season before the Patriot Cup. Rams certainly playing for seeding. With a win today, they'll move to 7-1-2 on the year. And they have a big game tomorrow afternoon at 5 p.m. against Hingham up at Hobbermock Arena in Pembroke. That'll be a big one. Be nice to see the Rams take one from the Harbormen, who have been really tough to beat this year, as every year. They are a power in Eastern Massachusetts high school hockey. Marshfield will look to slay the dragon. That'll be tomorrow. For right now, we've got 2 minutes of a power play for Plymouth North. Plymouth, for the moment, had 6 guys on the ice. Now they have 5. It'll be 5-on-4. It's Merrick out there with Mastrangelo, Cerritos, and Wright. Those are your penalty killers. Puck out in front, quick shot, loose in the slot. Plymouth still can't bury it. A good chance for Mento for a moment. Lawrence now flips it up. Hallisey holds. Good movement for the Eagles. Back to Lawrence. Lawrence with a high wrister. Gets blocked in front. Never got to Healy. And now Cerritos with it. Brings it to center ice. Tries to carry it in. It's picked off there by Norwood. Norwood's going to carry. He's got plenty of open ice and a head of steam. He steps through. Can't make his way through Wright, who taps it away. Cerritos looks to play it. Norwood has it. Takes a hit from Mastrangelo. Mastrangelo now going to press Lawrence to play the puck. Good penalty killing by the Rams. Very consistent this season. It's Norwood. He plays it back to Raposa. Now to Hallisey. And now it's into Driscoll. Driscoll's going to go in the corner with Raposa against Wright. Wright beats him to it and dumps it all the way down. Cormier's going to come out to play it, and Lawrence takes it. 53 seconds to go on the power play. It's Norwood. Carries the puck up across the blue line. It's picked off there by Doherty for a second. Hemingway took a whack at it. Now Lawrence has it for Plymouth. Gets it to his brother James. Puck in the slot to Mento, who couldn't get anything on it. Had a clear shot at the net, but just couldn't get something mustered behind it. And Healy able to hold on a soft shot. 32 seconds to go in this power play. 4:55 to go in the game. 5-0 Marshfield. Puck comes back to Lawrence. James Lawrence holds. McLaughlin had it sent in. Raposa. And now Lawrence in a battle with Guilfoyle. Carroll comes away with it, just dumps it the length of the ice. 15 seconds to go on the power play. It's stopped there. Lawrence with a move. Puts it up. It evades Brooks. And now you've got a man, Bates. Tries to center. And it's played away by Hemingway. Hemingway avoids a hit from Lawrence and just dumps it all the way back in on the goaltender. Marshfield will change it up. Guilfoyle out there. Forechecking. Puck's loose. It's Veneta. Veneta carries. He's got a man with him, McLaughlin. Healy can't hold on to his rebound, but it comes aside. And puck comes out towards center ice. Saritas takes a whack at it. It's Raposa. Raposa sends it up to center ice. Played in by Hemingway. McGettrick gets it over to Mastrangelo. Mastrangelo through a screen. Goes a little bit wide. Saritas misses on the follow-up. Raposa trying to play it in. It's going to be offside. Carried in by Jones. 3:37 to go in this one. 5-0 Rams. So it's Croft on the draw, wins it back. It's Brooks, sends it up. It's blocked there by Driscoll, who carries. Vogelsang carried it in. So it was an offside. Puck's going to come out of the zone. Aiden Healy skating around. Actually, the draw is going to come in the zone, saying it was a deflection. And Healy sits back, watches as Croft battles for it. Puck behind the net now. Croft and Driscoll battle. Reisman got himself in there. Reisman now trying to play it with Driscoll. Puts a hit on him. Croft gets his stick in there. Jones looking to play it for Plymouth North behind the net. Croft hustling. Reisman hustling. Puck comes in front of Healy. Brooks knocks it away for the moment. Pat Driscoll cycling the puck. Jack Price dumps it to the other side, and now it's Jones carrying behind the Ram net. It's going to be Croft who plays it up the boards, looking to send Lawler away. Lawler's going to follow in. He's going to find McLeod there, and the pass comes all the way over to Norwood for Plymouth North. Taps away by Tommy Carroll, and now Plymouth North on the move. It's Hallisey in alone on Healy. Healy just steers it aside, puck loose in front. Mento was there, but Healy holds on. So a nice opportunity for Evan Hallisey, who just all of a sudden burst through, had an open lane all the way into Healy. Healy just steered it aside, holding on to a shutout bid. 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the third period. It's Merrick out there for the Rams. Carroll dumps it around. Rylan McGlame takes a look. It's Veneta, centers it. Pass comes all the way out to the point where it's whistled in by Lawrence. Puck comes out loose towards the middle, held in by Lawrence, and it's on the stick of Mento. Knocked off for the moment by Wright. Comes back to the point. Shot by Veneta over the net. James Lawrence comes in, takes a couple of hits from the Rams. It's Hallisey behind the net, but Wright takes it from him. Puck comes out, and it's free, and there goes Tommy Carroll with McGlame. He decides to dump it in. They'll get a line change. 1:27 to go in the game. Puck dumped in there by Hallisey. It comes into Healy, who stops it and then leaves it right back there for Wright. Lawler plays it in. Matt Lawler, the senior, goes in behind the net. In a battle back there with Croft. They hold. And the Eagles come away with it. Raposa now dumped back in by Brady Clark. Played by Lawrence. Lawrence up the side. Gets it to Vogelsong. It's Kelly. Skates up, dumps it in. Healy stops it there. The puck's loose. Driscoll. 44 seconds to go in the game. Driscoll holds behind the net. Croft gives him a clothesline. Gets a good shot in on him. Still holds. Puck comes loose in front. Fought for. Croft's going to take a whack at it. He takes a hit. And Jack Price comes away with it. He's playing with Lawrence back there. Takes an elbow from Lawrence, who now pins him. Jack Price still working, moving his feet. Taking elbow, and now a cross check right in front of the official. No call. We got 7 seconds to go in this one. Looks like it's going to end up a 5-0 victory for the Rams, who continue to play great hockey in the Patriot League. They moved to 7 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties. Rams come away victorious, 5-0 over the Eagles of Plymouth North. They'll take the win. They'll take it back home. Tomorrow afternoon, they'll be playing Hingham at Hobbamock Arena at 5 p.m. Hope you'll be able to join us. Goal scorers today, Mastrangelo had 2. Doherty, Kane, and McGettrick. So those are your 5 goal scorers, and that's how it's going to end up. Marshfield 5, Plymouth North 0. We'll see you tomorrow from Hobbamock. Rams trying to get themselves off the ice. Thanks for joining us. David Snow with you. Have a great weekend.